their journey.
This is sweet.
Right.
Old Etzel. Another one. Oh man, yeah. Like, only 76,000 on the clock. F100, yeah, I'd say late 60s.
68 to 77, 78, whatever it was.
Graphics on it.
Those are amazing.
Yeah. Rocker looks like it's there. Is it an SI?
No, they didn't make the SI then because they were carbureted.
Ah.
So like, is it an S? Is that what it says?
I saw something red on the back.
1500S. Yeah.
Last on the road in 08.
1.5 liters of carry.
Locked. Manual. Plastic sides on now.
Oh man, these things are beautiful. Yeah, I drove one of these for a while now.
What's this side like? Does it say Civic on the rear quarter panel in front of the rear wheel?
No.
Oh, it does on this side.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'd be happy if somebody let me come in here with a battery-powered mini grinder and just cut the fucking sheet metal out with those decals on and put it on my wall.
Buy it just for the doors. Yeah. $312. It's not half bad. Welcome back to Stage Alpha Garage with me, Shaker. And last night, most of yesterday, we went for a drive. It's about 3 hours away and 3 hours back, obviously. But we went to pick up a vehicle that's been sitting since 1996, but I believe it's actually been sitting since 94. But in 96, it came in for apparently a seized brake caliper, and the customer never picked it up, so the shop put it in their backyard, and well, this year they put it on the internet, and I found it. So after been sitting for, oh, what, 23 plus 4, 27 years, I do believe it's been sitting. I think that's 96 and 2023, that all works out, math, right? Maybe. Anyway, here we are. 1987, 88 Nissan Pulsar NX. This is just the little 1.6 liter single overhead cam. The windshield got smashed out by some kids over the years, apparently. So, I mean, you can start seeing a bit of the interior. We'll check that out soon. Every tire is seized. Good thing we have a winch on the trailer to pull it on. Now it's going to be fun getting it off. There's a bit of life in this car already. I mean, as you can see here, life. And, you know, a little soft here, a little soft down here, I do believe. The whole underneath of the car is pretty soft. Pulsar NX. So I had one of these cars in high school. It was actually technically the first car I ever bought. The first vehicle I ever bought was a truck. but technically a three-wheeler and a motorcycle. But this is the first Nissan I ever owned. It was a Nissan Pulsar NX. It was also an 87 with a blue interior, but it had a blue exterior, and I blew the motor up because I was 16 years old. So what are we gonna do? Coming around the backside, you can see it's been sitting back here a while. It's pretty soft underneath. There's not a whole lot left there. Went to use the tie strap last night. Well, the unibody is rotting away. Tail light got smashed. I think that got smashed yesterday when it was getting unloaded, because in the pictures I believe it was okay. And here you go, on the back it says 1191, but on the front it says 94, so I believe maybe they bored the sticker off the car when they parked it, maybe, I don't know. Possibility, or just it disappeared. We got the notch back here, or hatchback. That's in really good shape. We'll finish going around the car before we get into there. Then coming around to the other driver's side here. Gas door looks good. I wonder what that smells like. 27-year-old fuel. That must just be gel by now. Yep. That smells like old paint stripper. Not like fuel. Now we're a little more soft on this side. This panel's in better condition. Down here is pretty chewy. Pulsar NX. Doors work. Oh, it's got the T-tops. So, you know, we'll be cruising around in style once this thing's running. Don't know how many kilometers are on it yet, but if it was off the road in 94, built in 87, so we got 7 years of this thing that was on the road, so the engine should be relatively new or in very good condition. Especially if it came in for a seized brake caliper and then just never got repaired. The motor should still be perfectly fine. We got a little whammy up here on the front. That's too bad because this fender was actually in nice shape. Again, when it was getting loaded yesterday, I believe this got pushed in, which is unfortunate. Hood's in good shape. Headlights are in good shape. Labra. That was everybody's favorite right there. Everybody needs a Labra if it's a 90s car. And then see up here, 1194 for the front plate. And both plates are the same, plate numbers. Guess the next thing is we can check out the trunk. We'll check out under the hood. And I guess we'll have to jack it up on the trailer and start getting these wheels loose. Yeah. Beep boop 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 beep boop 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 beep boop 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 boop. That's a long antenna. Woo. All right. Surprisingly, the interior, with the windshield being smashed out of it, is not in too bad a shape. Get the pressure washer out, we'll see what happens here. We got here, we got, ooh. Oh, these are T-top bags. Oh wow. Nissan. I never had these with my NX. That's a gem right there. And there's the other one on the back seat. Cool. Got a brand new cute little muffler here. Well, that's a good deal. Oh, got sandpaper, trim piece. I'm just waiting for something to pop out at me here. Everything seems to be here. Like I said, this car hasn't been. This car's sat for a while. Unfortunately, the struts here are gone. So, holding this up with my head. Alright, there we can see some of the rot. Unfortunately, I'm sitting. Oh, we got mud flaps. No, we'll dig through that later. Guess that doesn't latch. We'll go up front, we'll check out the engine bay, because we can't get it inside the car yet due to the fact that the trailer rails are in the way. But what we can do is reach down here through the windshield and pop the hood. Can't see the kilometers on it from here, so we'll have to wait to find out what those are. There we go. There is the little single overhead cam 1.6 liter. My jumping. Everything is here. Oh, what do we got here? We got a little cable that's disconnected there. That looks like a ground for something. Maybe we'll stick that somewhere. Coolant. Oh, she is full of good green coolant. That's a good sign. Nice. Power steering. Yeah, there's a little bit on there. We got performance spark plug wires, which I believe are factory. Actually, Warren believes they're factory. Oh, looks like we got a bit of custom wiring going on here. Wrapped up and around. What does this run into? No idea what that does. Starter down there. Oh, there's another disconnected wire. That looks like it maybe rusted off, to be honest. Possibly off the starter, ground wire. Not sure. We'll find out. Evap still there. Ooh, brake fluid. Pretty dry looking in there, eh? Oh, and the battery terminals. Oh no. That's perfect. They were just hacked off. So there's the positive. There's the ground. Son of a bee. Guess I'll have to fix those before we put the battery in. Tie down's still here though. That's a shame, just cutting the battery out like that. And that front motor mount down there, that doesn't look too good. What about the dipstick? Yep. Okay, dipstick will need some penetrant. How How about the oil cap? It actually looks pretty good in there. Nissan. Look, they flipped the air cleaner upside down for extra sounds. Alright. Well, we're gonna need some penetrant before we can really do much. Gotta put some new battery cables on before we can put a battery in it. And break those wheels loose so we can roll it off the trailer into the shop. The very unfortunate part of New Brunswick is that it's a swamp. It gets cold, it gets hot, it gets cold, it gets hot, it gets muggy. It's just gross. And because of that, when one parks a car in a field with mud, unlike down south in Florida, the cars up here completely rot, just disintegrate. So unfortunately this car is definitely not savable, but that doesn't matter because we're here to get it running, and that's it for now. Alright, well, we got it inside. Let's see if we can't scoot it over a bit. That old fuel smells great. There we are. We're up off the ground. The boxes are down. Well, that wasn't overall too bad. Gotta get in here, back the trailer up, winch it up, and drop it in. So, I guess the next step is we'll see if we can get this thing running. Still gotta take off that air cleaner. I already disconnected the fuel lines underneath. So we'll disconnect the fuel lines probably closer to the injection and just run it off the gas can and a ticky tack. Now that the glass is all cleaned up, I think I got most of it off the seats. I tried to vacuum them a little bit just to, it was, you know, don't want glass in the bum. I'm probably still not going to sit in it, but let's go check to see what the kilometers are and anything else that we can find. The doors are in pretty good shape. The Seats, well, the seats are a little nasty. Who knows how long that windshield's been smashed out. Oh, we're rusted away down there on the bottom of that seat. 204,137 kilometers. Don't know if you guys can see that. About 100,000 more than I thought I was going to have on it for being off the road in '94. But it does have the old Canadian Tire special race pedals, so that's a bonus. What else do we have? Headlights, horn, wipers, heat, no AC. We do have the manual. Seems to mostly shift, which is nice. What's in here? Ashtray full of water. Cool. Mirror. Nothing. We'll go around for the other side in a second. Oh, what do we got down here? Oh, radio box. No radio. Nothing much down there. Can't move that. Seatbelt's been discoed. Doors work pretty good. How's this door down here? Looks alright. There's not a whole lot of rust up on this part. A little bit right there. Down bottom. I mean, don't even look at that. That's full of rust. Anything down here in the carpet area? Got a bottle full of body clips. Glove box, nothing. No paperwork. Oh, this seat works. Another mud flat. Half a floor mat. Half a floor mat over there. What's this? Transit marker. Nissan Pulsar. Right. Well, that piece just broke. Well, maybe not. What do we gotta do here? Oh, that's awesome. T-top is in great shape. That's what was cool about these cars. And this rear hatch comes off and you get yourself quite the little convertible. Hard top convertible, I guess, technically, wouldn't it not be? Well, it was pretty aired out already from not having a windshield from the drive home, but now it can really air out. There's the little spoilers. Keep the wind from coming in the hatch. Nothing under that visor. Nothing under this visor. Mirror. Say hi. I guess the next step is under the hood. We'll put a couple new battery cables in. See if it turns over. Yep, that's the next plan. This might not be the right way, but I don't have any new battery terminals at the moment. And I just want to see if we get any little dinglings or anything like that. This one's the ground, this one's the positive. Well, our battery's been hooked up for a few minutes here now, and haven't smelt any burning yet, so good sign. Air filter is actually pretty good. It's not bad in here. Definitely some turds. We'll just leave that sitting there and let's go over here. We got the Master Key by Mastercraft. Wow. There's actually power, and it doesn't turn over, but it goes to. We have pop up and down headlights. You can hear the horn engaging. Well, the wipers work. Oh, we even got a blinker. Oh, blinker down here too. We're half legal. We're just about ready for the road. Look at that, tail lights, blinkers. These might go to town and get a coffee. I don't drink coffee, but not sure if we're seized up or it's just the bad connection using booster cables on bare wires that doesn't want to turn over. We'll investigate further. I think what we'll do is pull the spark plugs out to see if we can't maybe turn it by hand, but oh, we might be able to get down in there. Looks like there's an access hole. So there's an access hole to get to the crank bolt, so we'll have to pull this right front wheel off, get in there and see if we can't turn it over by hand. All right, we got the bar set up here, 19 mil. Oh yeah, she turns over. Well, that's just the bolt coming out. Let's go this way. Okay, so we're gonna have to loosen up the alternator. We'll pull these spark plugs. And the other thing we couldn't do was pull that oil drain plug, so let's try to do that now. There we go. It's got oil in it. Very little. It's unfortunate, but the Pulsar NX, the little 1.6 liter single overhead cam, is seized. I've tried for the past 48 hours to get this crank to move. It hasn't budged at all. I feel like I'm just going to snap the crank bolt. I put some PB blaster, some mystery oil, and regular oil in the cylinders. And there's oil still there. I can still see it. I'm not sure if you can. Try to show you. That one's drained out a bit. And that one's drained down a bit. There we go. That one's still full. And the fourth one still has oil in it. I still see oil down there. Unfortunately though, I don't think we're going to get this Pulsar to run. So we're just going to strip it down for parts and send it off to the junkyard. It needs to go to the junkyard anyway. There's no underneath left. The floors are gone. The main rails and the unibody are gone. So it's junk and we're going to recycle it the best we can. The Nissan Pulsar has reached its end of life, officially. Next stop for it is probably the crusher. I'm going to run it down to the junkyard, and I imagine that's what they're going to do with it. So, never really touched anything with the engine. It was seized. Never got the crank to move. Radiator shot. Transmission's there, but it's probably shot. And I'm not sure how much want there is for a 1.6 liter Nissan. I would have swapped an SR20 non-turbo into this if it was anything good. But as we walk around, I'll show you a few spots that were repaired, that weren't repaired, and what Canadian winters do for vehicles that sit in the woods. The fenders were shot, absolutely no good. Windshield was smashed in, so don't know how many years it was smashed in, which meant the interior just got absolutely wrecked. rained, snowed, sleet, everything. But as you can see, I've pulled out the entire interior. If you want to see what's under the seats, no, there's not much. They're just rotted away. The floors are rotted away. Floors back here, all rotted away. The T-tops were in good condition. Oh, better not leave my wrench there. So we got the T-tops, we got the rear hatch, the doors themselves were good. We got a pile of plastics, clean that up, get it on eBay. So if you're looking for Nissan parts, check out the Stage Alpha eBay page. One taillight was good, the other one was smashed. I had fun smashing it more, as you can see. Check out this repair. Oh, here, let's check out this side first. So there's the rust. I mean, you can see through, obviously, just how bad it is. More rust, more rust. So everything about this was just falling apart. There's no way it would ever be good for the road. But somebody that did have it on the road at one point in time thought, a little Bondo will fix that up. Yeah, that wouldn't have held together very long. Bondo holding your strut mount up, that's just great. And that's why I believe inspections don't do a whole lot. Coming along this side, I didn't want to get underneath and try to get that bumper off. It's probably no good. I couldn't get these glass out without ruining them, so I didn't bother. Over on this side, again, we got the T-top. Oh, forgot one thing. We gotta get that little spoiler part off of there. Under this seat, just more junk. We got the computer out already. It's probably junk though, sitting down there underneath that snow and water the entire time. So, we'll get this slid out of the garage, onto the trailer, down to the junkyard, and then we have a mess to clean up. There we have it. It's been sitting since 1994. Been sitting in that junkyard since 1996. And unfortunately, the motor was seized, so we won't see it run or take it for a drive, which is fairly disappointing. That's what I was hoping to do this May long weekend. But that did not pan out. Luckily, there were some good parts on it. Like I said, we got the doors, T-tops, rear hatch, hood, a whole bunch of interior bits, the dash, steering wheel, plastics, and the ECU, which I'm sure is just trashed and no good. But even though it wasn't a success in getting it running, it was a success in saving some parts from the crusher, the rest of the car, unfortunately, is definitely going to the crusher. Thanks for watching with me, Shaker, here at Stage Alpha Garage, and we'll definitely see you next time.